Happy birthday to me. We are going to the Vic, and we're hoping we'll get 3 points to take back. Come on. Yep, it is the Hornets taking on the Owls in the Championship. A nice little early birthday present for tomorrow would be much appreciated, Watford FC. Yes, we're back with the Matchday vlogs, and we're back after a little bit of time. This is what they call underlined, highlighted, circled, colour-coded, must-win football match for the Hornets, because it's fair to say
It's traffic congestion on A405 with a delay of 5 minutes due to queuing traffic.
Yeah, so it's busy, as Satley Nasley remarks. It's busy, but what I will say is it's also a big day, because if we cannot win this football match, then where do we go from here this season? I really don't know, but what I'm taking from it is we're 11 games into the season. It's a long season, 46 matches. Obviously, the table is not looking pretty at the moment, 20th spot, but there are other good sides not too far off us, like Blackburn and Stoke, and I don't think the table really you need to read too much into at this stage of the season. But the trend that we've seen this season of we're playing quite well in most of our games this season, we've had chances to win games and we haven't. That is a concerning trend, because across the whole season you need a team that, if they play well, great, but if they don't have the bite and tenacity and nous, the tactical ability and kind of having that, basically that technical difficulty to win games, but also that nous, that streetwise kind of characteristic to win games, then you won't do well enough, and you need to have that ability to win games. And so far it's not been with the Watford squad, but off the pitch things are looking rosy, I think, in terms of the atmosphere around the club. Now, obviously, letting go Ben Manga and Helena Costa was an interesting decision. Let's put it that way. With Gino Pozzo giving Valérien Ismaël a contract extension, which for a Watford manager is a rarity. So then you think, oh, we're all pulling in the same direction. Let's get everyone on board. Let's, make this a project, a process. Let's, commit to long term. And then it's a bit hypocritical when we're changing the sporting director. But I understand it from Valérien, and Ben Manga and Helena Costa. I mean, the recruitment recently, the last few seasons, has not been the best. And Valérien, he's a very transparent and honest guy, so he's not hard to talk to. He's approachable, but he also will not sugarcoat things, which I like. I think other Watford managers might have almost faked the relationship there with the sporting director and thought, let's just fake it till we make it, hope that the bubbling problems at the club will be resolved and I can just get my paycheck. And basically it means that the atmosphere in the club with the players is not one where the players are motivated to really give their best and work for the manager. But fair enough, Valérien, you assess an issue, you show that there's a problem, and you're not afraid to say, yeah, I don't get on with this sporting director. And presumably the relationship that he's struck up with Gino Pozzo is good, and so Gino's thought, you know what, fair enough, we will dispose of Ben Manga and Helena Costa. So I like that the club are not beating around the bush, is what I'm getting at. But it does make you wonder why Cristiano Giroud is still there, because he's not exactly been a popular figure in the Watford backroom staff. I mean, look, there's still a lot of quality in the squad. We know that. We have kept more players from the last season, which was a shambles, than I actually did expect us to. But it is a rebuild. It is a bit of a reset. So we're not expecting instant results this season, but it is still concerning the amount of games we've not won this season. I mean, 2 wins all season. As I say, performances have been there, but we just struggle to score tons of goals. We got some goals from the likes of Bayo and Rajovic and Loser, and sometimes we see a goal fly in for the likes of Martins, but it is a bit, we need some more goals to be spread through. And to be fair, recently an absolute howitzer of a finish, absolute banger from Wesley Hoot against Middlesbrough, but then we still lose that game. And you think we need to be better at game management, seeing out games, winning matches, and just not letting teams, especially at home, teams dictate us. We should be making Vicarage Road a fortress. We only won there a few times last season, and at least we've won a couple of times already this season. It's quicker than we did last year, but the point still stands. We need to make it tougher for teams, visiting teams, to play us at Vicarage Road, because it's just such a Watfordy thing. I mean, away from home is more of an issue because we just seem so lifeless, and we play a team that's out of form and just basically hand them 3 points, and that's the start of their turnaround. So we have to be more ruthless in who we go up against, and basically we have to take advantage of mistakes that are made by opposition teams. Like, we've seen teams not very good quality this season go to Vicarage Road, and Watford haven't had the ruthlessness to capitalise on it, and have often handed these lower teams these kind of get out of jail card, and they haven't been punished because Watford are just a bit sometimes too cack-handed in attack, too clumsy, and need to be more ruthless. And yeah, today is one of those days where the quality of Sheffield Wednesday this season, under first of all Xisco Munoz, who of course the former Watford manager, it didn't go to plan there, and I felt for him because I don't feel it was his fault, but he just inherited a squad that was very much from League One, still League One quality, and they haven't been backed in the window. And the sacking of Darren Moore was an odd one in my opinion, because there was a connection to the fans after that incredible promotion. I mean, how they managed that in the semi-final against Peterborough from 4 goals down, and then that late winner in the final, it was absolutely incredible against Barnsley. So what I will say is, yeah, it was a day Sheffield Wednesday fans won't soon forget, but also they feel like they've ripped the heart out of the club with what's gone on in the summer and the change of manager. So now in comes Dahl, and he is the youngest manager now in the whole EFL, so it's a lot of pressure for him coming in, but we'll have to see how he does. Watford, obviously, their performance has been a bit sketchy, and we need to get that home win, and we should be this reliant on our home form. It's a bit of an issue, but we do need to follow up that Birmingham City win. So I would say the last few games, Rajovic has not been his usual prolific self like he started when he was playing the first few games, scoring those headers and get those goals up at Coventry. But Bayo in his place has done well. It's just we need to be more clinical with the two of them, whether or not one of them starts or both of them. Just take those chances, and sometimes it's just like overplaying it. We often do that where we play around, we're trying to walk the ball in, just have a shot from the edge of the box, and then the forwards follow in the rebound, because often the keeper will spill it. But if there's no one in the box committing players forward to pick up the scraps, then Watford players will just stand still and there'll be no movement, no options off the ball, and then it will be an easy catch for the Sheffield Wednesday keeper. So I would say, yeah, we have to really think this is a must-win game, and yeah, they're bottom of the league for a reason. I hate to say it, Sheffield Wednesday, they've not looked good defensively this season. I mean, obviously, they've had a few 0-0 shutouts this season as well, so they might keep it tight. You'd imagine away from home they'll try and sit men behind the ball, but we've just got to find ways of breaking that down. And we don't really have too many crosses of the ball. That's our problem. We've got a few playmakers like Loser, who's not been great recently, Deli Bashiru, who was good at the start of the season, but we know there's a level he can get to, and he's not quite done it recently. And then we've got obviously our other options like Kone and Kayembe, and sometimes we can have other players slotting in, and the likes of Ken Sema, who's not been playing a lot recently, whether that's down to partly injury, partly just out of favour. But Martins, Aspria, they're very exciting talents, but again, they're not really crossers of the ball. So we need to just get good deliveries into the box, whether that is Loser or Andrews or Lewis from the other flank. Just really give someone something in the box to get their head on or get their foot on, to just connect to something, because otherwise you worry where our goals will come from. So yeah, hopefully we can banish the demons of that annoying result back in 2015 to not win the title. That late goal from Nuhu after the goal, we thought we were going to win the league. We'd already got promoted after that win at Brighton, and yeah, Bournemouth had to go and ruin it and win that day as well to win the league. So yeah, we got to try and put that behind us. Obviously, a few links with Sheffield Wednesday through Watford players through the years, the likes of Daniel Pudil and Forestieri. There's been so many, so it's a team that I quite like, Sheffield Wednesday. But sorry, for this day and this day only, we don't have to like you. We have to win against you. We simply need this win just to even get ourselves out of the kind of dodgy zone of the table. As I said, it's early days, but I think we can do it. Team news wise, I think there's no new concerns that I've heard about. I mean, there's been some slight kind of injuries recently. I mean, Sierrata hasn't been starting loads of games. Livermore's come in. Apparently actually played well, Livermore, against Cardiff as well. So that's at least something to be fairly happy about. Obviously, Porteous was out for a game or two, I think, and was benched. So he's hopefully now back fit, and he'll start alongside Wesley Hoot. So yeah, I'd like to see Backman in goal. Lewis, whether it's injury or suspension, you can't have your favourite fullbacks available. So yeah, Ngakia, all right, he does the job, Ngakia, but on an ideal world, Andrews is our best fullback there. So yeah, look, I would say just more intensity in the midfield, more tempo, and let's just get behind the lads tonight. I think it's a game that people will look at and think, oh, guaranteed 3 points. No, not necessarily, because when Watford have come into games like this, their mentality has been missing, and they've just basically been too lackadaisical, too taking things for granted. And we've got to respect Sheffield Wednesday, but equally we know we've got enough quality to punish them and to beat this Sheffield Wednesday side. So just please, Watford, do not be complacent. Go into this, get the job done, put in a convincing performance, and get the 3 points. It's as simple as that. Get out of there with the 3 points, and yeah, that would be nice, little birthday treat. But as I said, need to win that game, and I will say a Watford win, because why not? Watford 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1, because we always inevitably concede. So we'll say Watford goal scorer to start things off, Imran Loser on 26 minutes. And then Sheffield Wednesday probably equalise just before half-time, because we love to concede just before half-time. It's a Watford tradition. Let's say Windass scores on 41 minutes. And then Watford hopefully turn up the gears and show a dominant second-half performance to win the game 3-1 with goals from Miliatar Rajovic on 67 minutes. Not just the fact he's in my Championship fantasy team, but I do also think he is capable. Hopefully he'll get the minutes today. I do really think Bio has been good recently, but I also really rate Rajovic, even though he's not been great recently. I think he's a presence that we need that good delivery for. And then the final goal for Watford to clinch things off with the first goal in Watford yellow and black. Let's go for it. Jamal Lewis on 88 minutes. That would be a good way to end the day. Come on, you Orns. What's your score prediction for the match today?
I'm saying a goal from Bio, 1-0 to Watford. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that would be a nice present. And yeah, a 1-0, that would do a lot of things to my blood pressure. But to be honest, a win is a win. It's a starting point for us. As I said, performances have been there, just not getting those results. Hopefully, it's time for that to change. Come on, you Orns. Go time in the EFL Championship, match week number 12. Watford versus Sheffield Wednesday. The Hornets versus the Owls. Come on, you Horns!
Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon we remember the innocent victims of the ongoing and devastating events in Israel and Palestine. Football's thoughts are with them, their families and friends, along with all the communities that are affected by the escalating conflict. We also stand with our local Jewish and Muslim communities and remind supporters that anti-Semitism and Islamophobia are never welcome in our stadium. We now ask fans of both clubs to observe a period of silence, during which we are also standing alongside Ken Sema to mourn the death of 2 Swedish football fans at their country's game in Belgium this week. The silence will begin and end on the referee's whistle.
Come on, you Hornets! Let's do this!
Come on, Watford! Watford's got to wake up now.
Come on, Rajovic. Go on. Oh. Come on, Watford. No. Come on, Tom, you're better. Well in. And again, and again. Well done, Ince. Come on, Watford. And that's about sums it up. Go Rajovic, chase that. This is such an infuriating game, honestly. And we're just so lethargic. We're just not very good. Go on. Go on.
Come on, make it count.
Why? He's always back. Come on. Now let's go. Oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Again, we're just out-muscled. Get in, what a substitution, what a goal. Look at this. What's up? Espria! Come on! What a substitution! What a young talent! Come on, finish it off! Go on! Ref! Referee, you blind! Love that from you, Livermore. Built like a rock. Go on, ref, that's got to be it, surely. Okay, I'll admit, I didn't look at the time. Go on. Oh. Corner kick, we'll take that. Yeah, I didn't look at the clock, apologies. Still 3 minutes to go, but you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. Go on, Mateus. Mateus Martins. Mateus Martins. This is definition of corner flag.
Oh, boys, come on.
And we don't even know how to corner flag. Oh, come on, ref. Come on, ref. That's a bit... It was not there, rep keeper. Come on, mate. It's a bit what they call a battle, I think, this one. We better hold on. He had so much time. That was your chance to finish it off, but no. All right, whatever. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Please no, Watford. Not this now, Watford. No, 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 not now. Not now, Watford, please. The bottom side at home, we'll just take the win. Today was just all about the 3 points, no matter how we got it.